All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 3, and things are starting to really get going because we've got second round action, which means that we've got the seeds playing, which means the top 10, top 5 are going to be playing over the, every other day. They're going to be alternating every day. Sinner one day, Alcaraz the other day. We've got Zverev right now. Djokovic plays tomorrow, and on the women's side, we've got Gauff, Sabalenka today, Swiatek tomorrow. It's going to just be a lot of fun over the next few days. The tournament's it feels like today's the tournament starts, and we start with a banger because this show. I don't know. I'm guessing because Sinner wanted to play at night, maybe that's why this didn't get the night session. But this is the first match of the day. This should be the last match of the day. It's the match of the day. Berrettini versus Zverev. Berrettini was cramping at the end of his last match, but he's had a couple of days to get back, physically back from that. So hopefully he's okay and ready to go because he's going to have to be good against Zverev. It's not going to be easy at all. Very excited for this one. This is going to be really, really fun. I was expecting this to be on, like I said, the last match of the day, but we get a treat. It's the first match of the day. They have played a few times before. Very familiar with each other. Obviously, both top 10 players. Berrettini was top 10 while Zverev was top 10. They were both up the top. The last 2 times they played, though, Berrettini's got the win. So, a little bit interesting there. It's 4-3 in favor of Zverev. They played... First match was back in 2018, and their last match was last year in Monte Carlo. Actually played a lot of clay court tennis against each other. They played 4 matches on clay, but this is on clay, so it doesn't matter. Hardcore matches, only 2, 2-0, Zverev. 1 in Shanghai 2019, and 1 on the hard court to the ATP Finals in 2021. So this is the first time they're playing on a slow hard court, because Shanghai used to be faster. So yeah, let's see. Berrettini won their last match, which was a clay court match in Monte Carlo in 7-5 in the third. So he will be feeling confident over that one. All right. Raducanu's playing about to start as well, so we'll keep an eye on her. Kaboli Kecmanovic, Tien's playing. Musetti's playing in a little bit. Same with Shelton, Towson, Noskova, Alexandrova, and Boko all playing at the right now. And we're going to watch Sabalenka after this. And then we've got Sinner later tonight. We've got Eala playing Yastremska today to find out if we see her play Gauff. Gauff is also playing today, which we may watch. Osaka is playing today. Anisimova is playing tonight. Palini is on today as well. Who else is playing today? Menchik is playing. Paul is playing. Fokina, Echeverry, Shapovalov, Tiafo, FAA, Monfils. So it's a pretty jam-packed day. It is a very busy day. Let's see. Let's see if Berrettini recovered from that match against Mannarino in that first round where he played, I think, near 3 hours and cramped right at the end. Yeah, the CPI, so the court-based index, apparently in the high 30s. So, yeah, that's quicker than usual, which is interesting. So I wonder if that changes how things are played, changes who wins. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if that helps or hurts or changes anything for Berrettini. Deb's not playing today? Okay, you're not playing today. It increased even from yesterday. I think yesterday was like a 38. So, I mean, it's... Last year it was like a 30. So, yeah. So having it at a 38. Back in 24, it was a 37. So it has been this quick before. But last year it was a 30. So super slow. So, yeah. So, I mean, over the last couple of years, it's kind of ranged between, 35 and like 38 or 39 now. But But yeah, but I tell you, even though that's the court, like the court might be a little quicker. If the court is still gritty, the balls are gonna fluff up, and the balls are gonna, effectively go flat quicker, right? So it might be the courts might be quicker when the ball hits the ground, but hitting the ball still might feel like you're hitting a balloon, right? So after a couple games. So I don't know if the court, we'll see. We'll see who does well, right? If big servers start winning, then we'll know that the courts are favoring that style. But we'll only know when we get to sort of the quarterfinals and see who's in the quarterfinals and go, okay, a couple of players that we didn't expect. Some of the bigger hitters are in the finals, which doesn't always happen on the men's side. On the women's side, you do get. So it's Sabalenka, Raducanu have won this. Sabalenka's made the final. Raducanu's won this. It's not always going to the players, the clay court specialists, right? But yeah. Berrettini 3, you reckon? Okay. All right. Cam's watching Zverev over Raducanu. Did I miss something? No? Your name's Dracula. Did I miss something? What's up? By the way, not that many people, which is a shame because it is a Friday morning. But also, this match should have been prime time. But I'm guessing that either they both wanted to play during the day or Sinner wanted to play during the night. That can be my only... Or maybe they want... It's interesting. We talk about scheduling a lot, right? Because obviously every day is a schedule. I wonder what the order of things are. I wonder if it's the play, first, Taylor Fritz kind of gave a little bit of insight into, the top players get to pick and choose where they play, which is totally understandable. Sinner, Alcaraz, Djokovic, they get to, if they want to play at night, they play at night. They want to play during the day, they play during the day, and everybody works around that. But I wonder if it goes Sinner wants to play at night, so he gets to play at night. I'm sure they would have asked these guys, hey, do you want to play on court 2 tonight? Because that would have been a blockbuster match for the night session. And I wonder how much the broadcaster comes in and goes, now this match has to be during the day so the Europeans can watch it. Because if it's on at night, the Europeans are going to be asleep. So I wonder I wonder how that all, how much influence it does, the scheduling, the broadcast has, how much the players get to get involved, and how much the tournament just goes, well, we're putting that on first. You're playing first. Good luck. I wonder what the... the biggest influence would be obviously the best players, but I wonder if this match was put on first because it's great. It's prime time for Europe, right? What time is it in Europe? It's 5 p.m. maybe. Or maybe the tournament didn't want this to clash with Sinner. That's also maybe something that might be, they didn't want to put this match up against Jannik Sinner. They thought, we'll put this match on first because at least it will get its own, everybody's going to be tuning into this one. It's got its own spot. Who knows, chat? Things we will never find out. It's prime time for Europe now, yeah. It's 11 a.m. Cali, yeah. All right, here we go. Here come the players. By the way, chat, Dutchie sent me something about about the Gil is at the tournament. He's doing some work there. I assume, and he was talking to Tommy Haas about the ball change and stuff. How cool is that? I think that's so cool to see Gil, out and about at Indian Wells with the microphones, doing the thing. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I love that. I love that for him. It's so cool. Because most of you probably have, if you don't know who Gil Gross is, then you should go check out his channel. But it's so cool. I think that's just so cool to be like, oh man, I remember like before I even started this channel, I remember like he was one of the first, he was before I was, like he was way before, like I think like a couple years before me, he was doing tennis stuff on YouTube. And it's so cool to be like, oh man, that's so sick that like, you know, started on YouTube and now he's walking around Indian Wells interviewing Tommy Haas. I'm like, that's awesome, man. I love that. I love that for Gil. Slow hard courts have to be the most useless thing in sports. There's only one, and sometimes Shanghai. But hey, man, don't take it so personal. It's all right. If hard courts were all the same, it'd be boring, even more boring. Trust me, it'd be so boring if they were all the same. I love that Indian Wells is slow. I wish Miami was slow. So then we had like the Sunshine Double were the same, and it was like a good transition onto clay. But you know, yeah, I don't mind Indian Wells being slow. Like if hard courts were all the same, it's so boring. Come on. Gil does good work, and also like Gil doing challenger level commentary. Yeah, I haven't heard him do, and I'm sure it does, but I haven't heard him do the commentary on the challenges. I've heard him do commentary on like ATP stuff. Well, like tennis. I think it was on Tennis Channel, maybe. Slow court, but it's windy, right? So players will not suffer much. Well, I mean, I don't know how that works, but yeah, windy. Like the conditions are not easy. I mean, we watched that with Venus last night or yesterday. Like that was it was a tough match. I mean, the wind was going crazy. You know, it was. Yeah. By the way, they've just tossed the coin and it's just rolled all the way over, all the way to the baseline. The umpire's gone for a walk. That's crazy. All right. His shorts are entertaining. Yeah. We love Gil. Go check out Gil's commentary. Go check out Gil's channel. By the way, winner of this is going to take on Nakashima or Carabelli. Oh, by the way, chat. And I'm gonna mention to you guys because you guys are here, right? I might mention it later, maybe when we watch Jannik Sinner for the people that are a little bit late to the streams, but I want to just mention it right here. So, as you know, chat, if you've been tuning into the streams this week, we are doing a collaboration with Tennis TV, the Tennis TV app. I have a little bit of I've been informed that apparently, if you, and this isn't a unique code, this isn't like our tennis talk unique code or anything, but I have been told that there is an advertisement going over the weekend, or a discount going over the weekend. It's not our discount; it's a worldwide discount. You might have seen it. That if you do click the link or you scan the QR code, and you put in the word sunshine, it's over the weekend. It ends on Monday. You get 25% off your first month of Tennis TV. So I've been told that. So I know yesterday people were going like, "Hey, what's the deal? What's the code? Is there a code? Is there blah blah?" There isn't a code for us, but apparently they're running a promotion like that. So there you go. So if you want to watch these matches, and you want 25% off discount, use that code Sunshine. So there you go. We're still working on some other stuff. We'll get to that eventually, but yeah. But that's I'm like, oh yes, all right. All you guys are asking, hey, can we throw us a discount? There's a discount. So scan the code, or there's a link down below. Click that link and use the code Sunshine. You'll get 25% off the first month. For the Tennis TV subscription. I heard him on US Open Radio 3 years ago. Yeah, he was on. Gil was on. I think I heard him on US Open Radio too. A couple years ago. So it's great. I love to see that. So good. Like I've been following Gil before I even started. Like when I was like, is anybody doing tennis YouTube videos? And his channel popped up. And I was like, okay, so there are people doing this. And I've been a fan ever since and following his stuff ever since. Now. Let's see what happens. Berrettini versus Zverev. Berrettini coming off a tough first match, where he had to fight past, coming back from a set down against Mannarino to get the win. Let me have a look at some stats, chat. I know we love stats. I feel like tennis is like, it's full of, it's full of, I can speak for myself. I'll speak for myself. There's the physicality of tennis, the being, the athletic side of tennis, and then there's the nerdy side of tennis. And the nerdy side of tennis is the stats. And we love getting nerdy, right? I mean, you can just go, the amount of stats that come out of tennis, you can just go down, you just read every single stat in the entire history of the tennis, right? There's so many stats. So, when these guys have played over their last few matches, Zverev's serve has been at an 8.7 shot quality, at 8.6 for Berrettini. So pretty good. They're both very, very solid on the serves. Zverev's forehand and backhand have been at 8.0 against Berrettini in the past. Berrettini's forehand has been a 7.7, but his backhand has been a 6.4. So Zverev's returns have also been higher than his average at a 7.2. Berrettini's about an average at a 6.2. So the big takeaway is that Zverev, when he plays Berrettini, everything gets better. He plays better against Berrettini. He's got confidence against Berrettini, clearly, but also all his shot quality, serve, return, forehand, backhand, all go up against Berrettini over his average against everybody else. Berrettini has better serves against Zverev than when he plays everybody else, but he does struggle on the backhand. So you think that Zverev's going to pick on that backhand today? He doesn't hit as many good backhands against Zverev as he does on his average day. So I'm sure that Zverev's going to pick on him. As Berrettini hits a forehand winner to start. There you go, 15. Love 15, and he does nothing like that. Love 15. So the last time they played, we'll talk about that a little bit. So Zverev on the first set, and then Berrettini came back and won 7-5 in the third. Berrettini's performance rating that day was an 8. And Zverev was a 7.86. So Berrettini just a little better at the end of that match when he needed to be. Berrettini was serving slightly better than Zverev that day. He was returning a lot better than Zverev that day. His forehand was better than Zverev's that day, but the Zverev backhand obviously was better than Berrettini's because Zverev's got one of the best backhands in the world. And he loves his backhand, whereas Berrettini, we all know that his backhand is not his favorite shot. Well, maybe he likes backhands, but it's not his best shot. He's got better shots. He's got bigger weapons like the hammer on the forehand. And then Zverev serves to the Berrettini backhand, and then Berrettini hits the backhand in the net. All right, 30-15. That was almost planned. That was perfect timing. When they did play in Monte Carlo, something that Berrettini did well, the forehand cross court was something that really helped him. And also that forehand down the line, or inside in and inside out forehand. So really attacking, using that forehand as that, throwing the hammer. We know that he has, that forehand is the hammer. The backhand, it was okay. He had a couple of good backhands down the line that day, apparently. But the backhand cross court was one of his weakest. And when you're going backhand to backhand with Zverev, I mean, like I said, Zverev loves hitting backhands. And if your backhand's not really your favorite shot and you're going to go backhand to backhand with Zverev, it's probably not a good idea. So expect Berrettini to try and hit as many forehands as possible. Zverev wins the first game, 1-love. The forehand for Berrettini is going to be crucial. If he can dictate rallies with that, he might be able to get the win. Zverev didn't hit too many bad forehands himself. His forehand was actually flying pretty well that day. His backhand, it was okay. He's played better on backhands, but yeah, it'll be the forehand. We're gonna watch out on the forehand of Berrettini. That's gonna be the key. So yeah, also Raducanu is playing right now, and we'll see how she goes because she's got Mark Petchey's back in the house. He's working with her again, so let's see how that works out. Tien's playing as well. Raducanu's already up 2-love. There you go. There you go. All right, return goes into the forehand of Berrettini. Berrettini puts that away. Forehand winner. There it is. Also, when Boko's down a break already. Okay. 15-love. Good serve from Berrettini. Zverev goes to forehand of Berrettini. Berrettini slaps the forehand down the line. Where does Berrettini... I mean, where does his forehand rank? Where does his forehand rank in... It's hard because there's a lot of players that have good forehands. He's got to have one of the hardest forehands in the world, right? As Berrettini serves away, 40-love. 40-love. And Boko could struggle on the slower courts. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Maybe it's the slower courts. And she hasn't... I don't think she's played Indian Wells before. Maybe she played last year's qualies. Anyways, Berrettini with a slice backhand in the net. 40-15. Hey, Charles. Thanks for coming back as a member. Appreciate that. Fonseca, good forehand. Yeah, but I wonder when it comes to forehand power, Berrettini's got to have one of the most, the hardest forehands, right? All right, Berrettini, 40-15. He serves the body as Zverev. Return goes out. And Berrettini holds. 1-1. Yeah. Fonseca has a good forehand. Yeah, of course. That's why I'm saying, it's when you say who has the best forehand, there's obviously going to be, subject to opinion, right? You're like, oh, well, Alcaraz has the best forehand because of this, or it's very, whatever. Sinner has the best forehand because of this. But when you, I want to know who has the hardest forehand, who hits the ball the flattest, who hits the ball with the most power. And you can easily, if we knew the stats of it, we could easily determine that. We go, well, this person's forehand on average is the highest, and that's who hits the ball the hardest, right? Berrettini's got to be up there. His forehand, I know Monfils has hit some big forehands in the past. Jim Courier in the house, by the way, just chilling. 15-love. Is he just sitting with... Is that his family? Or is he just sitting with a random group of people? I have no idea. That looks strange. It was like a family next to him and he's on the phone. I don't know. Maybe that's his... He's just chilling. Anyway, 30-love. Did Jim win this? I'm sure he won Indian Wells once, right? I think he did, right? I think he definitely made a final. There's no way Jim didn't make a final. Yeah, he won Indian Wells in 1999. He won. Oh, the second time. By the way, that's when they were called the Super 9. I love that name. Bring back the Super 9. Bring back the ATP Super 9. Zverev with a 40-love. Yeah, so he won Indian Wells in 19... By the way, 5-set final against Forget. 4-6, 6-3, 4-6, 6-3, 7-6. That's got to be one of the best Indian Wells finals of all time. Are you kidding me? He won Indian Wells twice, by the way. He won it against Ferreira in 93 as well. And obviously Jim won Indian Wells because Indian Wells is a slower hard court and Jim was a great clay court guy. So yeah. Also, Chad, a little history. It was founded back in 1974 by former professional tennis players Charlie Pasarell and Raymond Moore. Now, Pasarell actually made a couple of Wimbledon quarterfinals in his day. They actually created the tournament. By the way, this is very interesting, Chad. At least I find it interesting, so I'm going to talk about it. These guys that founded Indian Wells back in 1974 were actually still playing at the time, which is crazy to think. Like, can you imagine if, like, I mean, Djokovic kind of did that with the Serbia Open. He kind of, I guess he founded that, right? He was the influence why that became a thing. But it's kind of crazy to think that, like, top professional players back in the day, because obviously the ATP wasn't around in the 70s, but, you know, the Open era had started, you know, in the 60s, late 60s. So 74, Indian Wells gets, you know, created. By a couple of 30-year-olds who have been playing for a while. Can you imagine if, like, you know, Federer created Laver Cup, I guess, but that's an exhibition-ish kind of tournament. It's not Indian Wells, right? It's kind of, that'd be kind of interesting to see, like, oh yeah, Taylor Fritz and Tommy Paul teamed up and they started a tournament in wherever, like it's San Diego. Like, you'd be like, what? Like, that'd be crazy these days if, like, players started creating tournaments. But back then, you know, somebody had to create them because the Open era was you know, it needed tournaments, right? So Indian Wells was founded, and both Pasarell and Moore made multiple quarterfinals of slams. So former professionals started in Arizona back in the 70s, and then they went to California. They moved around California, and they settled in Indian Wells in the 1987. And it's been here ever since. 40 years next year that it's been in at Indian Wells. And apparently, well, we know that this is the second biggest court in the world. Tennis-specific stadium in the world. US Open has got the biggest on center court there in New York, but this is the second largest tennis-only stadium. Also, we're talking about court colors. I don't know what it is, Chad. I have a weird obsession with tennis court colors at the moment. I don't know, Chad. I'm just thinking about it. Pro Purple is what they've named the court color. Pro Purple. That's the name of the color. Citing the purple color being 180 degrees and exactly opposite of the ball of the yellow ball. So that's why it's purple, because it's apparently on a color wheel. It's the opposite. It's like the opposite. If you look at a color wheel, you can see, like, you know, what contrasting colors look like. And I guess the reason why it's purple is because it's the totally opposite color of the ball. So it's going to be the best contrast to see the ball. That's fun. That's a fun thing. You can tell somebody, and maybe they'll just be like, what are you saying? But still something interesting. 2-0. I don't know. All right. 2-0. Berrettini holds. I wish they'd bring back the Pro Purple for Miami. Come on now. More on court colors, please. All right. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. During a rain delay, I'm going to do a TED Talk. All right, 2-0. Zverev to serve. He serves a fault. Second serve. There's a bit of double fault. Zverev, love 15. You can really see the ball on, like, the indoor courts often. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. And that's interesting because I didn't know that. Like, I knew that I always loved the Indian Wells colors, you know, because they are unique to, you know, this is you don't have to even see the words at the back of the court to know what you're watching, right? We know this is Indian Wells, like, straight away from the court codes. No one else has this court color. There's a bit of volley from Zverev. Or Berrettini passing shot goes wide, 15-0. But yeah, it's cool to think that, like, it's you know, that thought went into it. Like, the thought of, like, can you just imagine the bunch of, like, the Indian Wells, you know, board of directors just thinking, okay, we need a court color. What should we do? Okay, let's look at the color wheel. Okay, yellow. What's the opposite of yellow? Purple. All right, let's make it purple. And then you look at, like, the Australian Open in, like, 2005, and it's green on green, and you're like, I know I can understand why it was like that. Also, the US Open used to be green on green as well. In fact, there used to be a lot of green tennis courts back in the day, before, like, after the grassy, like, you know, once hardcourt came in. And I think, and I can't confirm this, but I think that a lot of those, you know, green on green courts were just almost like a tribute to grass, right? It's like, hey, you've been watching grass, you know, you've been watching Kooyong where the Australian Open used to be held. Here, we're going to play on hard courts, but it's going to be green, just like that grass that you remember from Kooyong. And then eventually they went, nah, we're just going to make it blue. Nobody can see the ball. Let's make it blue. All right, 40-15. But it is interesting to think that, like, Indian Wells, you know, specifically went, what is the best viewing experience for a viewer, person to watch the tennis? To see the ball. Like, seeing the ball was a priority into the pro-purple color. That's interesting. To me, I'm also weird. 3-2. 3-2. Yeah, and the US Open used to be on grass. US Open used to be on clay for a couple of years too. All right. Tennis TV, how much does it cost? It depends where you are. It's different in every country, so I don't know for you. But if you scan the QR code or click the link, it'll send you there, and you'll get like straight away. They'll tell you, it'll pop up, and it'll say this much. And like I said earlier, I'm going to mention it again, but I'm not going to mention it again after this. So you guys who are here now, you'll get this now. They're running a promotion. This isn't a promotion for us. This is a worldwide promotion. If you put the word sunshine in at checkout, you get 25% off the first month. So if you want to get Tennis TV for the Sunshine Double, that is perfect. All right. So the umpire's talking to the phone about the rackets. I don't know whose rackets. Are they talking about Zverev or Berrettini's rackets? Whose rackets? Whose rackets? Emma's up 4-1. See, chat? Look, chat. The reason why we're not watching Raducanu is because I have full confidence in her. I have full confidence in her that she is fine, right? Don't worry about it. She's got this. And we will watch her eventually, but she's got this. Umboko's serve is still popping. Oh, really? Okay. Well, I mean, these courts are quicker than previous years, so maybe her game isn't going to be nerfed. She's leading now 4-3, Umboko. We've got a lot of tennis going on. Putting Sabres up 3-1 against Towson. All right, 3-2 as Berrettini in the net with the forehand. It's 15. I love 15. All right, love 15. If I ever go to Indian Wells, where should I sit? Good question. I have no idea. I have no idea. I haven't been there, so I don't know what the best seat in the house is. As Berrettini, it's an inside-out forehand winner. Beautiful shot. 15-0. Never been to a live match. Well, personally, I like to sit like sort of like on an angle. That's just me. I feel like you get the best, like you can see everything like from an angle and a little bit up higher. Like I don't sit courtside, like, you know, or down the front. Plus I can't afford it. But I don't like sitting too close to the action, like sitting back a little bit so I can see everything and on an angle. Try not to sit behind the umpire's chair. That's probably the biggest. If you're going to sit on the side of the court, don't sit behind the umpire. By the way, Tommy Haas has got a full head of hair. And his hair is looking good. He's going crazy. He's like 30 years old, right? He never aged. 15-40, Zverev for the passing shot winner. Like Tommy Haas could play tomorrow, right? I think he's like 45 going on 30. Like, what the hell, man? What the hell? It's not fair. All right. Zverev at the break points, 15-40. As Berrettini serves. Out wide, Zverev returns, but it's long. Berrettini saves 30-40. Still break point here for Zverev. As the return goes in the forehand of Berrettini. Forehand of Zverev. Crossed into the forehand of Berrettini. He goes down the line to the backhand of Zverev. Berrettini forehand again to the forehand of Zverev. Berrettini in control here. But he hits the forehand in the net. There's the break. Zverev. 4-2. He's not happy about it. I don't know why, but he gets the break and he turns around and starts complaining about to his... I think it's because of the... I don't know, maybe he's not feeling like he's... It feels like maybe he's getting a little bit lucky off the Berrettini shot making. I don't know. He feels like Berrettini's giving him 3 points. Let me have a look. What's going on with Let me have a look at what's going on with this match with What are the trends here? So we've got Zverev is serving better. Berrettini's actually returning better. 8.1 return quality for Berrettini is huge. Zverev forehand 9.3. I mean, his forehand has gone off. All right, Zverev 15 love. He hits a drop shot winner. Beautiful from Zverev. So Berrettini with the 4 winners on the forehand, 1 on the backhand, 3-1 for Zverev, forehand to backhand. Berrettini with 5 forehand errors though, so that's a problem. 5 errors on the forehand, 4 winners, 5 errors. He's got to limit. He's got to lock that in. All right, as Berrettini sliced the net, 40 love. Love. As Berrettini returned the forehand of Zverev. Berrettini forehand again to the forehand of Zverev. To the Berrettini backhand. Zverev wins the point and the game and goes to 5-2. 5-2 Zverev in this first set. 5-2. All right, how are we doing, chat? Emma's up 5-1. There we go. We are back. Yeah, we're back. So we've got Sabalenka straight after this. Then we've got Coco. We've also got Sinner tonight. Eala's playing Yastrzemska later. Raducanu's playing right now. She's dominating. So Zverev getting some rackets restrung. Maybe I don't know if he's getting the tension lowered to make it because he's feeling like he's not getting much power. I don't know. I didn't hear what he said. Yeah, what else is happening today? So what we've got Shelton Opelka's coming up soon. FAA by Feast. Nisimova's playing today. Osaka's playing tonight. Palini's playing soon-ish in a couple of hours. So yeah, it's a lot of tennis today. This is where it always feels like these tournaments start day 3 because we get all the big names in. They all jump on and we start watching the serious contenders, right? Raducanu is on tomorrow. Bottom half of the draw for the ladies tomorrow. Zverev serving crazy right now. Yeah. Zverev has only missed 2 first serves. Get this, right? 89% of first serves in. He's winning 94% of the points. He's only lost 1 point on his first serve. And he's missed 2 first serves. One of those was a double fault. So, yeah. I mean, there's nothing Berrettini can do about that. Like, Zverev is serving insane. Like, he's missed 2 first serves, and he's lost 1 point on his first serve. So how the hell are you going to even... I mean, how are you going to beat that guy? Hold your serve, but you've already been broken. So now you've just got to play the second set. Like, unless Zverev gets nervous serving for the set, Berrettini has just got to look into the future. He's got to hold here, and then he's got to serve first in the second, because Zverev is not getting broken. Like, that's crazy. Like, that is insane. Like, he's serving ridiculously. All right. 15 love. Yeah, Berrettini's got to hold here and hope Zverev gets nervous. Otherwise, you're just, looking to the future. Hey, Don, thank you for the 54 months as a Tier 3 member. Appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around. As Berrettini, I think, double faulted. 15. Oh. Emma won the first set 6-1. All right, return goes into the back of Berrettini. Here, the drop shot. And Zverev can't get it. Nice from Berrettini. Good footwork. And good hands. Oh, wait, Zverev got it. What happened? Wait. Wait. How did Zverev get that? Zverev didn't get that. Zverev didn't get that. 15-30. What I missed? Like, that bounced 3 times. Berrettini double faults. 15-40. The hell? Zverev missed it. Chad, I'm not awake. I'm clearly still asleep. I need more coffee. All right, 15-40. That's crazy. I don't know how he got that. That bounced 4 times. I counted. Serve out wide. That's that. 15-40. 15-40. He didn't get that. There's no way. Berrettini hits a winner, saves 130-40. Don't worry, Chad. I've stuffed up worse points, like championship points at the French Open. Doesn't matter. It's all right. 30-40. He got to the drop shot. There's no way in hell. I stand by it. It bounced 7 times. Anyway, set point number 2. There's a bit of fault from Berrettini. Second serve. Tien's in trouble. All right, we'll keep an eye on that as well. As Zverev returns into the forehand of Berrettini, he goes in the forehand of Zverev. Zverev overhits it, and it's deuce. Important game here for Berrettini. All right, deuce. And Boko took the first 6-4. Nice. All right, deuce. Berrettini's 2 set points saved. Then ace out wide. All right, nice. Advantage Berrettini. Eala's playing in about 6 hours, I think. Roughly around 6 hours. 6 or 7 hours. Depends on other matches, but yeah. As Berrettini drop shot. Now Zverev gets that one. I can see that. He puts that away. I saw that. He got there with time to spare. And he hits a backhand win up. And it's deuce. By the way, don't clip my mistakes, please. Only clip things when I get, like my predictions when I get them right, and also when I don't make mistakes. So don't clip. We don't need any clips floating around of me, making myself look like a fool. We don't need that. We'll edit that out later, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Advantage Berrettini. Don't worry. I'll edit the video so then I didn't miss the drop shot, and I didn't miss the pickup, and it's fine. I'll be fine. Post production, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Our advantage Berrettini. Serve in the backhand Zverev. Return goes to the forehand of Berrettini. Zverev backhand. As we slice from Berrettini into the forehand of Zverev. Berrettini forehand on the stretch. Zverev with a drop shot in the... Oh, it's in! I caught it. I went in the court. In the court. It was in. It was over. See, chat? I'm waking up already. All right, back to deuce. Lovely drop shot from Zverev. We'd never clip anything to make you look bad. You can trust us. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what I thought. Yeah. I mean, look, I look. We all know that I never make mistakes, right? It's very rare that I don't. I mean, look, we all know that, right? We're very like my predictions are always good, and we all know that like we run a tight ship here. It's very professional, right? So on the odd chance I make a mistake, once every never. Yeah, we'll just pretend like it didn't happen and we'll move on. It's fine. 5-3. 100% sure on predictions. Well, look, that's generous. I wouldn't say 100%, 98%, give or take. 5-3. Your high forehead conveys your high intelligence. What? The hell does that mean? 15 love. What, say my wig is slipping? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Hang on. What the hell? What are you saying? What are you saying? Hey, what the hell? What the hell is doing? Stop. 15 love. What the hell? I'm going to bring up a forehead for. That's crazy. No, I need a headband. 15 love. Serve in the back of the Berrettini. Return goes to the net, and it's 30 love. All right, 30 love. Whoop, you can see it. Hang on. It's all right. Just everything's fine. 30 love. Serve again from Zverev. There's a fault. Second serve. Also, apparently, Alcaraz is practicing with Vachereau over on the Tennis TV YouTube channel. You can go check out Alcaraz practicing with Vachereau. That's interesting. Backhand return goes to forehand to Zverev. Backhand from Berrettini sliced. Into the forehand to Zverev. Berrettini backhand lob. And Zverev with a smash. Puts it away. 40 love. Zverev with set points to take the first set. 33 minutes. Been snappy. All right, 40 love. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Berrettini. Forehand from Zverev. The forehand of Berrettini. Berrettini hits it wide. Zverev takes the first. 6-3. All right. Yeah, Medi got to California and I wouldn't say without a problem, but he got here. Yeah, he had to take a bit of a. It was a bit of a it was a bit of a trip, but he got here. Him and Rublev and Hashanov. Does Sinner stand a chance against Fricina? What? Does Sinner stand a chance? What? Are you saying Jannik Sinner? Anyways, 9.4 performance rating from Zverev in that first set, 6.4 for Berrettini. So Zverev was playing ridiculous. Specifically, his serve was insane. Zverev serving at a 9.0 performance rating on that. Berrettini's serve wasn't bad, 8.0, but the forehand and backhand for Berrettini, they were letting him down. Zverev's backhand was at a 9.5. Shot quality, 9.0 on the serve, 8.6 on the forehand. So he was just on fire. Zverev, he did miss a couple of serves, first serves in that last game, but he was 94. He lost 1 point in his first serve when it went in. He lost 2 points on serve for the entire set. One of those was a double fault, so self-inflicted. He's like, hey, I'll give you a point. 2 points he lost on serve. How do you break that guy? No break points, obviously, against his Zverev serve, but how the hell do you break that guy? Like, Berrettini got broken once, and that was too many times. Like, it's too much. You got broken once. You can't break this guy, so if you get broken once, you're dead. That's it. Over. Like, it's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, come on now. Zverev is crazy serving. 10 winners, 6 errors from Zverev. 9 winners and 12 errors from Berrettini. 6 forehand errors. That was the big one. Berrettini's forehand letting him down a bit. But, Zverev is serving ridiculous. And all the pressure goes on Berrettini to try and hold. Man, it's crazy. Like, and chat, who would have thought 5 years ago we'd be saying that Zverev's serving crazy? He actually mentioned in an interview, I think it was with Gil, actually, talking about, like, the worst advice he's gotten from a coach. It's a very funny video, or funny clip. Zverev said he didn't want to name names, but he said a coach told him to fix his serve, and for 18 months he couldn't serve. I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that. Remember that when that happened? When Zverev serving, just like, he was a double fault king for a season and a half. But now he's like, he's one of the best servers on the planet, which is, again, what a turnaround. Him and Sabalenka and Zverev, very similar paths when it comes to like the serve. They had their troubles and then they figured it out. So anyone who says Coco Gauff is never going to be able to figure out a serve, never watched a tennis match. Like, come on now. 30 love. Good serve, Berrettini. Berrettini gone with the all black now. He's chucked on. He's Darth Matteo. It's a work in progress. Forehand goes net by Zverev. We'll figure out a better name for that. Can any tennis experts suggest Kaboli and on Alexandrova wins or not. I mean, I can. What? What? Why? Why do you want? Why do you care? Why? It's Berrettini with a 4-hand winner. It's 1-love. I took Kaboli and Alexandrova to win. Let's see. So wait, you already took Kaboli and Alexandrova. Now you're asking for suggestions? What? What the hell? What? That's what you did. The opposite. You want me to tell me. You want somebody to tell you that if that was a good idea, it's too late. It's too late. So no, I'm not telling you. It's too late. You don't want to know. Just ride or die. Just go. Just. It's too late to change now. You already done it. What happened to Townsend's game? Why was it suspended? I have no idea. I'm not watching that game. But I can find out for you in about 30 seconds. Don't count. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Nothing happened. It's they're playing. It's 4-3. They were sitting down because it was a change of ends. All right. Here we go. Love 15, Berrettini. Lift off. Lift off. All right, 15 all good serve from Zverev. 15 all. As a return goes in the net. You're not streaming Raducanu? Yeah, no. Because I have full faith that she's going to win. So I trust. I trust her. 30-15. As we backhand into the forehand of Berrettini. Berrettini sprays it wide. It's 40-15. All right, 40-15. Zverev serves again. A fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the net by Berrettini, Zverev holds, and it's 1-0. All right. One. As the return goes in the front is Berrettini. Zverev with a backhand pass. Berrettini with a volley. It's too good. 15 love. By the way, chat. Berrettini obviously, he's been off the tour, on and off the tour because of injury in recent years. Where is Berrettini realistically? in the rankings. Like, if he stays healthy for the rest of the year, where does he end up at the end of the year? Like, what's his? I wouldn't say his ceiling, but what's his real ranking? Where should he be ranked? Because he's definitely better than his ranking, right? We know that Berrettini's not ranked, 66. He's better than that. But if he has a healthy year, where top 60? Okay, well that's great. You know what? That's great. Thanks. Thanks. I leave the being. I'm a smartass. All right, leave it to me. You just give me real answers, please. Top 60. Yeah, he says. All right. Well, top 100. Yeah, no shit. You went out on a limb there. I love that. Thank you for being so bold. 40 love. Top 30, top 35, 35 to 30 to 35, 20 to 30. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking like he should be seated at slams, right? Like he should be between 20 and 30. Like maybe not a top 20. Top 20 is pretty competitive. I don't know who'd he kick out. Berrettini leads 2-1. Top 30, yeah. Top 30 feels like he's definitely a seed at a slam. Like he should be seeded at this tournament, right? Being unseeded, when we say dangerous unseeded players, that's a respectful term because they should be seeded, and because they're not seeded, they're very scary. Because they should be, they should be seeded, right? If he was seeded, he wouldn't be playing Zverev today. But yeah, top 30, maybe 20 to 30. I don't know if top 20. I mean, who's in the top 20 right now? Is there anyone in the top 20 that he would? I mean, look, respect Darderi, right? Respect to him. He's won a lot of matches on clay, and he did really well at the Australian Open. But Berrettini could be in the top 20 if Darderi's there, right? Even like Fokina, and again, respect to Fokina, but if Fokina's in the top 20, then Berrettini's just as good. Like Berrettini could be in top 20. Again, I'm not saying that they don't deserve to be there. Especially Darderi, great on clay. But I don't know. Berrettini, if he's healthy, he could push top 20. He has to be healthy, though. That's the thing. He has to stay healthy. Exactly 25-ish. Okay. Wait, hang on. Wait. What's that? Wait. That made no sense. Hang on. 25, exactly 25-ish. So 25? Is that what you're saying, Lydia? 25. The ish makes you think that it's maybe not 25, maybe 24? 26? Wait a second, hang on. That doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't compute. I'm having a meltdown. What's going on? That melted my brain. What happened? 2-1. Zverev serves. Raducanu up, setting a break, by the way. All right, it's Berrettini. Can't get that one. Nice work from Zverev at the net. All right, serve again from Zverev. As return goes in forehand of Zverev. Forehand from Berrettini. Goes long. 30 love. Remember as well that Berrettini, he's good on hard courts. He's great on grass, but he can also play on clay. Like he's good on clay as well. I mean, he's an all-court player. He's an all-round, all-surface player. He doesn't have... It's not like he's going to disappear, between April and June. Like he's going to be... he made the Madrid final. He lost his Zverev in a final, right? He's done well at Wimbledon. And he's also made, big semi-finals at, on the hard courts too. So he is an all-court player. Again, it's just the health. If he stays healthy, if he doesn't get injured, I feel like Berrettini could really... He should be in the top 30 by the end of the year, right? Backhand to backhand rally, 30 love. As Berrettini down the line at the forehand of Zverev, crossed into the forehand of Berrettini, but Zverev hits it wide. And it's 30-15. All right, as we're slicing out of the volley is Zverev, but straight to Berrettini's slice again, but then Zverev gets the easy smash, puts it away. And it's 40-15. Berrettini does that to me? Okay. All right, 40-15. As we get a fault, second serve. As a return for Berrettini goes wide. All right, 2-2. He showed up Davis Cup how he can win big matches. Oh yeah, Berrettini was goated at the Davis Cup. He shone in the absence of Sinner and Musetti. He was. I mean, Caboli was great, but Berrettini, Caboli, Italy don't win the Davis Cup without Berrettini. Like, Caboli did a hell of a job, but Berrettini, that was Berrettini's team. And it was great to see Berrettini, like, it was great seeing him win the Davis Cup with Sinner, because Berrettini couldn't play the year before and when they won the first time. But it was great to see him win it without Sinner and Musetti, because it made it even more special last year. I think that was probably, I would say last year's Davis Cup out of the three was probably maybe not their best. Obviously, they had some struggles, but it was probably their most impressive win because they didn't have their superstars. And it just shows how deep Italy run, that they still won without Sinner and Musetti. You know, and I know that Spain didn't have Alcaraz, and there were some players missing, but the fact that Italy still got to win without their superstars just shows how crazy Italian tennis is right now. As that goes out by Zverev on the return, 15-0. Yeah, Caboli was crazy, but I tell you, Berrettini, they don't win it if Berrettini doesn't win his singles. Because a lot of the time, I think Berrettini won his first match and then Caboli finished the job, right? So there wasn't much pressure on Caboli going into those matches because, okay, pressure to win to finish the job, but, Berrettini had set up the win for Caboli. Caboli was playing with a 1-0 lead, right? So, there's less pressure than having to come back and win the match from 0-1, right? Like, Berrettini set the team up every day for Caboli to finish the job. You don't win that tournament if Berrettini doesn't win those matches, right? 15-30. Zverev wants this second set break. 15-30. Zverev shanks the return. And it goes wide. 30-0. I think the Davis Cup is after the US Open, isn't it? The next round of Davis Cup. And an ace out wide, Berrettini. Solid. 40-30. As Berrettini serves again. And his return goes short into the forehand of Berrettini, but Berrettini forehand in the net. We get the deuce. So Caboli up 4-1 in the second against Kecmanovic. Kecmanovic won the first 6-3. Tienis up a set and 1-1 in the second. Puttensaver and Towson are up at 5-5 in the first. Mboko is up a set but down a break in the second against Burrell. Raducanu is up a set and a break. Noskova is up a set and down 2-3 on serve. in the second as Berrettini forehand goes to the back and Zverev. Berrettini forehand in the net. And Zverev gets a break point. And Alexandra Eala is down a set. And Tien is... Oh, I said Tien. A lot of tennis going on today. All right. Advantage Zverev to get the break. Advantage Zverev. Berrettini serves a fault. Second serve. And he's serving volleys, but Zverev hits a winner. Why would you do... Why? 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 Why would you do that? Why would you do that? There were so many things wrong with that point. Like, that was... Like, that... Like, I mean, he couldn't have done a worst... I mean, it's a surprise tactic, but that was, like, the worst surprise. You know, that was... It's like getting punched in the face on your birthday. Surprise! You're like, what? I thought you were going to give me a hug. Why would you do that? Like, why would you... Okay, 1. Why would you serve volley on a second serve? 2. Why would you do that on break point, down, when you're already down a set? 3, why would you serve and volley to Zverev's backhand, which is his go-to shot? Like, why would... Like, everything about that was wrong. Like, everything about that point was wrong. Like, I don't know what, maybe... I don't know what. Berrettini was like... I think he was trying to surprise himself. Like, nothing... That made no sense. Like, none of that made sense. Like, that was just the worst. That was probably, he couldn't have done a double fault would have been worse. That was the only thing that could have been worse if he double faulted. But that was like a tactical brain fart. I don't even know. Like, come on now. So that made no sense. Anyways, Zverev gets the break. Zverev gets a break. Almost an hour played. And now, yeah, and also, yeah, he hasn't been able to break Zverev, so, like, that was just, he just threw that away. Obviously, the better tactic would have been, you know, try and serve out wide to the backhand and maybe, hopefully, you know, Zverev, you know, push Zverev off the court far enough that you get a forehand to hit in the open court. That would have been a better play for Berrettini, you know, playing to his strengths. You know, if you're going to go to the backhand, you know, yeah, kick it out wide or push Zverev off the court with your backhand, open the court up and then just rip forehand cross court if you get a forehand return. If Zverev hits a backhand cross court, then go backhand down the line. Try that. But serve and volley on a second serve, that's not it. Don't judge my guy as stressing. I'm not judging Berrettini. I'm just questioning the motive behind that choice. All right. 40 love. Zverev, by the way, we need to... Like, this might be Zverev's one of the greatest days of Zverev serving life. Because he is serving ridiculously. Zverev has lost 2 points on first serves. 4 points on his serve for the match. Like, Zverev is serving possibly better than ever. He's lost 4 points for the match on serve. There's Berrettini in the net. It's 4-2. Zverev 4-2 in the second. I mean, faced no break points. He's hit 3 aces, 1 double fault. Yeah. I mean, Zverev is serving insane. And also, like, I mean, look, I know Indian Wells is apparently a bit faster this year, but Zverev isn't serving like 30 aces, so it's not like that fast, right? It's just Zverev is serving ridiculously. He's just serving. And look, Berrettini's also obviously not, not taking advantage of those, limited second serve opportunities that Zverev's giving him, but still. The fact that Zverev has only lost 4 points on his serve is crazy. Like, that's a great day for anybody. 15 love. All right. 30 love. The return from Zverev is good. Slice goes in from Berrettini. Then Zverev forehand inside out approach goes wide. It's 40 love. By the way, somebody did ask earlier about the what is a changeover? So the changeover is when they sit down at the change of end. So I'll explain in a second. Backhand return goes in the forehand of Berrettini. Forehand out from Zverev. Into the backhand Berrettini. Berrettini goes wide. And it's 40-15. 1 hour played. All right, serve again. Into the forehand is Zverev. Berrettini backhand off the tape. Oh, goes in. And it's 4-3. Berrettini holds, but Zverev's got the break. And the first set went to him as well. So a changeover or a change of ends is when they sit down. So they usually sit down. They sit down, not usually, all the time they sit down. When the games add up to an odd number, except at 1 love. So 1-0, they change ends straight away. They don't sit down. They don't do anything. But a change of ends or a changeover is every odd game. So, 3 love, 2-1, 4-3, 3-2, 4-1, anything, whenever the games add up to an odd number. So you grab Zverev's number, a set score, how many games he's won, Berrettini, how many games he's won, you add them together. And if it's an odd number, they sit down. If it's an even number, they stay where they are and they play another game. So it's usually in intervals of 2. So you play 2 games, you serve, I serve, we sit down. You serve, I serve, we sit down. Like, that's sort of how the tennis flows. Until somebody wins a set. And then they do it again in the second set and the third set if it needs to be. That makes sense? Sorry I didn't answer that earlier. I was going to, and then I got sidetracked. All right. The announcer's saying this is more one-sided than they expected. Yeah, I mean, Berrettini's won the last 2 matches they've played. And last year when they played, it was a close 3 setup. So, yeah, I'm a little surprised Zverev is... I'm more surprised that Zverev is dominating on his serve. Like, he's like really dominant. No questions are too basic here. What? What are you talking about too basic? No basic questions. What are you talking about? Not everybody knows every answer to everything. Some people might have tuned into tennis for the second time today. And Zverev hits a forehand in the net. Ooh. Zverev hasn't played a sloppy game on serve at all. Like I said, 4 points on serve. That's the 5th point he's lost on serve so far for the match. But will there be a dip? Will there be an opportunity for Berrettini to finally get a chance? Love 15. Oh, sorry, Carmen. Carmen, I was reading that wrong. I thought you were... I just reread what you said. I'll tell you what, chat. Punctuation in comments really does help. Grammar helps. I read it as you saying, like, no, questions are too basic. But you meant no questions are too basic. Oh, I'm tired. 15-0. I still haven't woken up yet. Anyways, Zverev serves a fault second. That's funny. Anyways, 15-0. Sorry. Yeah, there is no basic questions. Yeah. Because I respect that I know there's a lot of people that have never watched tennis. So, if you've never watched tennis before, how are you supposed to know any of that stuff? So, anyway, slice goes into the forehand of Zverev, forehand from Berrettini. Into the forehand of Zverev. That's a forehand cross-court winner from Zverev. Beautiful shot. It's 30-15. But yeah, you're right, Karma. There is no such thing as a basic question. Like, there is no, and I've said this before, on the TV, if you watch tennis for the first time, you've never watched tennis before, it is so hard to understand. Like, what's the scoring? What are they saying? Who is better? Like, what should I be looking for? Like, there's so much. It's probably very intimidating. If you've never watched a tennis match, lot to take in. So that's why we're here. To make it better for you guys to understand what the hell is happening. Because, there's a lot of things that you have to try and learn and figure out what this all means. It's not any sport you've never watched before. I mean, I do the same thing. When I've watched a sport that I've never known, you've got to learn the rules, you've got to learn the scoring, you've got to learn who's good, who's the better players, all that stuff. There's a lot to take in. As Zverev serves an ace down the tee, and he has only lost 5 points on serve for the match. This might be the best day of serving ever for Zverev. Yeah, watching any sport for the first time, it takes time to understand. So yeah, that's what we're here for, because on the TV, they're not going to answer those questions. They're going to... tennis, it sucks because it does have that problem a little bit where it's like, you've got to almost... And maybe every sport has this problem. You've got to know the basics to kind of enjoy it. And when if you have a question, you have to Google it. You have to do your own research. But here, you just ask me and I'll tell you. Noskova wins. There you go. Try explaining cricket. Nah. 15 love. We don't watch cricket, so I don't know what you're talking about. 15 love. As Berrettini serves. Into the backhand. Zverev. Return goes into the forehand of Berrettini. Zverev with the backhand goes long, and it's 30 love. Explain footy. Yeah, Australian rules football is so... It's not even like that's not. I'm not going to even try. You got to watch that sport for 10 years to understand it. I think that's crazy, but it's once you understand it, it's a great sport. But there's so much going on. As we do a return from Zverev, 30 love. Short ball goes in. Berrettini puts it away. 40 love. I'll tell you, chat. Berrettini's has played 2 bad games, and Zverev has played 0 bad games on serve. Like, that's what we're watching here. That's the difference. Zverev has been flawless on serve. Berrettini's had 2 bad games. And the score looks very one-sided, or very straightforward. But it's like Berrettini's blinked twice, and Zverev hasn't blinked. Like, that's what we're watching. Good serving Berrettini. Easy game. 5-4. Zverev's going to serve this match, though. Yeah, like, if you're Berrettini, you're not looking at this going, man, I didn't do well today. You're going to go, yeah, that guy kicked my ass. How was I going to break that guy? This guy's unbreakable today. And it happens, right? So, yeah. It's disappointing that we're not getting an epic 3-setter at this stage, but, I mean, there's not much Berrettini can do. Zverev is, you give him the break, and Zverev hasn't been given it back. We've got Sabalenka coming up next. Sabalenka's coming up next. And Raducanu is serving for the match over on her match. There we go. See chat, never in doubt. Never in doubt. All right. Also on Boko is up 6-4 4-all, so she's fighting back. Putintseva and Towson in a first set tiebreak. That match is taking forever. Some players have finished, and her match is an hour for the first set. Damn. Oh, hello. All right, Zverev's going to serve for this match. Kabali's up a break in the third of his match against Kecmanovic. But yeah, with Sabalenka coming next. And then Coco's playing. We might watch her as well. And then later, we've got Sinner and Eala. And full day today. And then tomorrow we've got Carlos and Novak and Swiatek. Backhand pass, Zverev with a volley. Too good. 15 love. Too good. Beautiful volley by Zverev. As he serves, another great serve. Zverev again. He's only lost 5 points on serve for the match. Crazy. $30 love. As the return goes into the forehand of Zverev. Berrettini forehand. Into the Zverev forehand. Oh, but Zverev overhits it. All right, 30-15. As Zverev serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. You won't watch Rebecca? She's not playing today. She's playing tomorrow. As the return goes into the forehand of Zverev, backing out from Berrettini, sliced. Zverev comes in with a smash, and he gets the match point, 40-15. Zverev has been insane. Again, one of the best days of Zverev's serving career. I mean, we'll go through the stats after this, but he has been insane on serve. 40-15, match points. Serving to the back end of Berrettini, return goes in. Zverev comes in with a forehand, and he puts it away. All right, Zverev gets it done. Straight set, straight forward. And like I said, Berrettini just blinked twice. He got broken twice, once in each set, and that was it. Zverev faced no break points. He served 4 aces. Ridiculous. He lost 6 points on serve. By the way, 82% of second serve points won. He only lost 2 second serve points. One of those was a double fault. He lost 4 points on his first serve. One of those was in that last game. Ridiculous from Zverev. Again, I don't think Zverev has had a better day serving than that. Against a guy who has beaten him the last 2 times. I mean, Berrettini has had confidence against Zverev. He just beat him, in Monte Carlo last year. It's Zverev flawless on serve. 8.48 on the performance rating for Zverev. So very high. Berrettini at a 7. Could have been better. But yeah, Zverev serving at 8.8 shot quality. The backhand was a 9.2. So, the backhand serve combo 7.2 on the forehand, which is really good too. Berrettini didn't play terrible. He served okay. It was just he got broken. And that was the difference. He got broken against an unbreakable server Zverev. Like, nothing. Berrettini's not going to leave this match going, oh man, I missed opportunity. He didn't get an opportunity. He got 0 opportunities. He didn't miss anything. Zverev gave him nothing. And Berrettini played 2 games where he got broken. So, like nothing that, like, Matteo shouldn't be unhappy with that. He'd be like, this is why you're number 4 in the world. Like, this is why you're one of the best players on the planet. Like, and you played like one of the best players on the planet. Like, what can I do? Nothing I can do. Even after that, when they shook hands, Berrettini kind of was just like, yeah, good match. Like, what could I do? But yeah, one of the best serving displays of Zverev I've seen. By Raducanu is 5-3 in the second. She had double break, but now she's only got 1 break. Oh yeah, she's rocking the Uniqlo. I forgot about that. All right. Well, the match that I thought was going to be match of the day, on the scoreboard at least, was a little bit more straightforward than I had expected. But that's all right. We got so many matches. So many matches. I'll tell you, chat, it would have been really interesting to see whether or not, if this had been a night match, would there have been a difference? Because, Zverev serving at night might not have been as effective, because Berrettini would have been able to get, would have been able to return better maybe, but who knows. But then again, Berrettini's shots might have been nerfed at night as well, because, a bit colder. So either way, doesn't matter, because it was played during the day. Or at least during the morning. Raducanu looks like she's about to finish the job. Gee, that's a good slice. Raducanu's got match points. But yeah, we've got second Sume taking on Sabalenka. So jump on over there, and we'll be back in about 5 or so minutes to get that one started. But Zverev, flawless, 6-3, 6-4. And he takes out Berrettini in straight sets, and he's into the third round. He will be playing the winner of... he's going to play the winner of Nakashima Karabelli, who are coming up soon. So we'll keep an eye on that for Zverev. But yeah, Zverev wins. Raducanu also just won. I'll see you guys for Sabalenka.